Hey, so to answer this question, so a town of Coldwater has a sudden winter storm that caused the temperature to plummet. During the storm, the temperature T in degrees Fahrenheit could be modeled by the following function. So the function looks like this. T of x is equal to 0.8 x squared minus 16x plus 60. So here T is the temperature and x is the time. So the first question is, what was the temperature when the storm began? When the storm begins, the time, which is represented in x, is 0 because this is the initial, this is basically time zeros when something begins. So if we plug in 0 into the equation instead of x, what we're going to get is 0.8 times 0 squared minus 16 times 0 plus 60. And that's going to give us 60. So the temperature initially is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. For the next part of the question, it says, when did the minimum temperature of the storm occur? So this equation is a parabola. So I'm going to draw this on the side. And a parabola, regardless of what the graph looks like, since the a term, which is 0.8, is positive, meaning the parabola goes upwards. So the minimum point is found at the axis of symmetry, and the minimum point is basically the vertex. So how to find that point? The rule is to find the axis of symmetry, you have to do minus b over 2a. B is so a would represent the first coefficient of the x squared. B would represent the negative 16, which is the coefficient of the x, and C would technically represent 60. So if you do minus b over 2a, you're technically doing minus 16, all divided by 2 times 0.8. And if you do that on your calculator, you will end up with 10. So you know that when x equals 10, which is time equals 10, that's when you're going to get the minimum temperature. So the answer would be 10. Now, I don't think they specified if the time is in minutes or in seconds, so we'll just put 10 for now. This is for part A. Just let me reiterate. This is for part B. And now for part C, they are asking, what is the minimum temperature? So if at x equals 10, you get the minimum temperature. To find the minimum temperature, you have to plug in 10 into the equation instead of x. So it's 0.8 times 10 squared minus 16 times 10 plus 60. And if you do that on your calculator, give me 1 minute, I'm doing that as we speak, you will get negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically, the lowest temperature happens in time equals 10 or x equals 10. And what the minimum temperature is negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, thank you.